Good morning, it's Kathleen. Welcome to Pilates on the Siegel JCC Facebook page. We'll get started in just a moment. Please make sure you have a yoga mat or some kind of soft, kind of cushiony surface to do our mat work on. Make sure you have some water so that you can remain hydrated. Those of you with wall-to-wall carpet, that's perfect. Those of you who maybe have hardwoods, you may need a little bit more than a yoga mat. I use just a small carpet and then I put my yoga mat on top of that. So try out a couple of different things and see what works best. We will have 3 of our rolling exercises in this class: the rolling like a ball, the open leg rocker, and the seal. And with those, for those of you who do choose to roll, you will be, rolling on that spinal column, and that is, not only is it dramatic, but it can be uncomfortable if you don't have some cushioning. So we'll give everyone just another minute or so to get started, and just get your water, get your mat, make sure you're barefoot. So once again, welcome to the Siegel JCC Facebook Live page. We are doing about 50 minutes of Pilates this morning. So if you're ready, let's begin with our standing energy. Try and get those feet about shoulder width apart. Try and evenly distribute your body weight from the right foot to the left. Maybe just close your eyes and kind of center down. Bring your mind, your breath, and your body all together. What happens if you walk those feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart? Maybe start to bring those feet a little bit closer. Maybe those feet are just a little bit too close and you have to reposition yourself. Just take your time. Hi, Anna. Once you feel like you've found that just right place, let's begin to roll up onto the balls of the feet. Then return to that full foot, lift the toes. So we thought about how we're distributing our body weight from the right side to the left. Now we're thinking about the front of the foot to the back, evenly distributing that body weight to the whole foot. Now think about the inside of the foot and the outside of the foot. Again, we want to create a neutral foot for the rest of the body to land on. We want to use our feet to support our body in a strong way. When we roll out onto our heel, that's called supinating. So we don't want to do that. When we have too much pressure on the inside edge of our feet, that's pronating. If you look at the bottom of a pair of shoes that you wear frequently, you can kind of see a wear pattern. Hopefully it's an even wear pattern. So here we are. What happens when you soften the knee joint? Not a big bend and not a locked out joint, just a soft knee. Then think about your belly button. Kind of pull that navel up and into your spine. So instead of just kind of being relaxed here, think about pulling up and in. Big breath in right up through the bottoms of the feet. Maintain that soft knee joint. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, roll your shoulders down and away. Bring your arms along your sides. So many things to think about that we really can't let our mind leave the focus of the body. So let's remain right here, present in this moment, in this breath, in this heartbeat for the next 50 minutes. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale. 2 more times, just like that. Ideally, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. But if you have a little cold or respiratory issue or allergies, feel free to breathe in the best way that you can today. Inhale. This time as you exhale, feel your chin sink down to your chest. Don't let the shoulders follow. Keep the shoulders down and away from your ears. Your neck is long. You're thinking about those first 7 vertebrae of the spine. Big breath in again. Exhale, gently rotate the right ear to the right shoulder. And then exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. And then let's pause here. Hold the position, but not your breath. Continue with those nice, deep, full, intentional breaths. And then exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Again, a little pause as you breathe. And then exhale, chin to chest. Again, the shoulders stay put. Let's inhale, take your eyes to the ceiling. Exhale, bring those eyes back into alignment, looking straight ahead. Inhale deeply through your nose, lengthening through that spine. Exhale, just a little sneaky peek to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lateral drop, right ear, right shoulder. Now I want you to pause here for a moment. I want you to think about the weight of the right hand. In just a moment, you're going to let that right hand rest on the side of your head. No pulling or yanking, just the weight of the hand. And breathe. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Knees are soft, core belly muscles engaged. Again, you're thinking about the weight of the left hand. Bring that left hand up, let it rest on the side of the head. And then inhale and lengthen. Inhale, lift those arms out to the sides. And as you exhale, reach through your fingertips, turning your palms to the ceiling. Inhale, lift those arms up and overhead, stretching through the shoulders, the length of the arms. Cross the right thumb over the left. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, easy side bend to the right. And we're going to side bend to the right once more. Inhale up. Exhale, easy side bend to the right. Inhale up. Left thumb crosses over the right. Exhale, easy side bend to the left. That should feel good. Inhale, reach, stretch through your fingertips. Exhale, easy side bend to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the heels of the hands in front of your heart. Pause here, find your place. Think about the soles of the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips. Engage those abdominal muscles. As you breathe, lengthen through that spine. As you exhale, think about lengthening through your neck, shoulders down and away, looking straight ahead. Inhale, bring one foot to the inside of the opposite leg. Pause here. Now you can do the yoga tree pose where you've really got that foot way up high on that thigh. Or you can bring it down lower to your calf. You can keep your big toe on the floor. You can cross that one foot over that weight-bearing foot. As you exhale, extend those arms overhead. Exhale as you bring your hands together, reaching through your fingers. Exhale, release those arms. Pause here. All together, we'll inhale. Exhale, bend at your hip flexor, extend the bent leg behind you. Reach those arms out to the sides. Allow your fingers to reach, your toes to reach. Increase the bend in that weight-bearing leg. Stretch through the tippy toes of that extended foot. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale, bring yourself back to standing, hands to your heart. Take a few steps right here, just kind of centering down again. Finding your place, evenly distributing your body weight from one foot to the other, from the tips of the toes back to the heels, inside of the foot to the outside. Shoulders are down and away from your ears. Neck is long, head is up. When you're ready, let's change feet. Inhale, one foot to the inside of the opposite leg. Exhale as you extend those arms overhead. Exhale as you bring your hands together, reaching through those fingers. Exhale, bring those hands apart. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale, bend at the hip flexor, extend the bent leg behind you. I'm going to turn to the side just a bit. If you want to look, you certainly may, but you don't need to. I want you to focus that my shoulders are aligned with each other. I'm not kind of out of alignment. My hips are aligned with each other. We call it closed, so I'm not turning through my back. And you can keep your big toe on the floor. You can lift through that extended leg. You can increase the bend in the weight-bearing leg and really push through those toes. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale, bring yourself back to a standing place. Hands to your heart, pushing the heels of the hands against each other, the full palm. Fingers, pads of the fingers and thumbs. Push those fingertips away from each other. Roll up onto the balls of the feet. Full foot. Find that neutral foot. Roll the shoulders down and away. Little pulse back. 1, 2. Now, as I'm pushing back, I'm being very aware that I'm not swinging. I'm not just using my body weight or the weight of my arms to propel myself. I'm actually using the muscles of my upper back, my shoulders, the backs of the arms. So we're kind of warming up those big muscles of the upper body. We're engaging our core, knees are soft. We're focusing on that breath. This time as you push those hands back, pause here. See if you can push them back a little bit more without compromising your stance. Turn your palms toward each other and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big breath in through your nose. As you exhale, press your palms toward each other like you're compressing air between those hands. Push, push, push all the air out of your lungs. When you can't exhale any longer, inhale, release. Those arms will magically float up. As you exhale, bend at the elbows. Now inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Reach those hands forward, stretch through the shoulders a bit, return to a full foot, then lift your toes, press the palms back. Inhale, palms to the ceiling, keep the feet flat on the floor, bend at the elbows. Inhale, rise up, stretch through the shoulders, through the arms, press the hands back, lift your toes. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, focus on the stretch in the midsection of the body, bend at the elbows. Inhale, now rise up onto the balls of the feet. Bring those arms forward, press the hands back. Let the arms relax beside the body. Turn the thumbs forward or the palms forward. Pause here for a moment as you sort of do an assessment of that body. Hey, Meredith. So thumbs are forward or palms are forward. Knees are soft. Core belly muscles engaged, shoulders down and away from your ears. Take that big breath in. As you exhale, just let your chin sink down to your chest. Think about the first 7 vertebrae of the spine, and then just an easy forward fold as you exhale, keeping the upper body close to the lower. If you have some challenges in your low back, press the arms against the body as you slowly round down. Rounding through each vertebra of the spine, aware of your upper back, then middle back, and then low back. Eventually, those hamstring muscles will be what you feel the most. When you get to that place, remain in that position. Just let yourself hang like a rag doll. With each exhalation breath, you feel the top of the head get just a little closer to the floor. So you're not looking at the floor, you're looking at your legs or looking through your legs. Or perhaps your eyes are closed, and that's fine too. But each time you exhale, feel the top of the head get just a little closer to the floor. You still have that soft knee joint. You're bearing weight on these knees, so we want to keep the joints soft. Not locked out and not bent, but somewhere in between. This time as you exhale, increase the bend in your knees. Tuck the chin into your chest, round up through your low back. Now again, if you have challenges there, put the hands to the thighs and round up each vertebra of the spine. Low back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, neck, head. Roll those shoulders back. And then inhale, roll one shoulder forward and then the other. Inhale, lift both shoulders up. Exhale, roll both shoulders down and away. Again, bringing that mind, breath, and body together. Listen to your body. Perhaps you have one more area that I did not stretch, whether it's your wrists, your ankles, maybe it's your low back. Take that one extra stretch and then roll out your mat. Maybe get a little sip of water. I'm going to lower the tripod a bit so you'll see my feet. And then when we move to our seated position and our supine position, you should be able to see me. Hopefully I'll get it right here. Once you've laid out that mat, once you've gotten that sip of water and move to the very tippy top of your mat, line up those feet toe to heel, kind of like a zigzag pattern. And then inhale, lift those arms up shoulder height, bend at your elbows, cup opposite elbows. Inhale, lift the heel on the back foot. Exhale, begin that descent, just bending the knees, continuing to engage your core belly muscles. You can always put down a hand, a knee, or both. Scoop out through your belly, move to that seated position, relax your arms on your knees, and gently rock side to side. You want to rock broadly enough that you hit the origination site of your hamstring muscles. So these hamstrings are these three big muscles on the backs of the thighs. They have an origination site at our sitting bones. So just go ahead and kind of warm up those hamstrings. This is a little gift that you're giving them, giving yourself. And then pause here. Stabilize on those hips. Do your best to bring your feet, knees, and shoulders into alignment. Of course, in the studio, we have mirrors and we double check our positioning. But right now, you really have this opportunity to bring that mind, the breath, the body together. In so much of our days, you know, we're focused on being somebody's employee, somebody's parent, somebody's spouse, somebody's whatever. But right now, you have this opportunity to just focus on you, your breath, your body, your mind. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, press your shoulders down and away. Engage those core belly muscles. Big breath in. Exhale, feel your chin sink down to your chest. Round through the spine. Slide the hands to the backs of the thighs. You're in a nice C shape with your body. Push your shoulder blades to the mat behind you. Look to your belly. Raise your right hand into the air. Little pulse here. Then switch hands. Pause. Inhale. Now we're working on strength and mobility. You can really feel it. Lengthen. Roll the shoulders down and away. Wiggle your toes. Big breath in through your nose once more. Lengthen. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop out through your belly, hands to the backs of the thighs. You're returning to that C shape. You could feel the change when you move from your sitting bones to your tailbone. One hand in the air, both hands in the air. No hands in the air, it's up to you. Pulse for 8 more. 7, 6. Pause, look to your belly. Once again, strengthen mobility. Inhale, bring yourself up. Now you're going to feel when you move to your sitting bones, then lengthen. Shoulders down and away. Big breath in. Exhale, chin to chest, round through the spine. Slide the hands to the backs of the thighs. Take yourself slowly down to your mat. Low back, middle back, shoulder blades down, head down. Look to your right. Look to your left. Back to center. Think about the alignment of the neck and the head. Perhaps you want to press your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Not only does that help align the head and neck with the rest of the spine, it also strengthens the muscles under the chin. Once you've sort of figured out neck and shoulder position, neck and head position, now move to your shoulders. Press those shoulder blades in, turn your palms to the ceiling or at least thumbs up. Unless you have some kind of, tendinitis in your wrists and it's not comfortable. Otherwise, the best position for our shoulders is to open up through those hands. Now your middle back is in contact with the mat, your low back, nice little tilt, imprinting your low back. Now for me, I have a pretty big curve in my low back, lordotic curve, it's physiological. So I want to walk my feet in about 1 inch or 2. You want to keep your feet parallel to each other, but you want your heels well out in front of the knee joint. So as you're here, tilt the pelvis, knees are about shoulder width apart, feet about shoulder width apart. This is not a neutral back. And we talked about that neutral foot when we were standing just a moment ago. But when we're on our mat, doing our mat work, I'm going to ask you to actively imprint your low back into the mat. Take that great big breath in. As you exhale, hollow out your belly. Let your belly sink into your spine. If you're ready, inhale, draw one knee into the chest and then the other. As you exhale, gently push those knees toward your shoulders, press your thighs to the belly. Now, there's a lot of auditory processing in Pilates, or at least in my Pilates class, and that is intentional and that's good for our brains and it's good for us to stay present in the moment. So do not feel obligated to look at the screen. Really focus on the alignment of the head and the neck. As you gently push the knees toward the shoulders, press the thighs to the belly. Some of you may want to rock side to side. Some of you may feel like you need a more dramatic stretch, and that's fine too. If you're happy to lie in stillness, just hugging those knees in, that's really perfect. If you're ready, stabilize here. Big breath in, exhale, push your toes to the ceiling, and then gently kind of rub one foot against the other. I call it sanding or brushing. Create a little friction, a little energy. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale, stabilize the feet, lift your chin to your chest, hands to the backs of the thighs. As you lift the upper body a little higher, lower those legs a bit. You can stay right here on your low back. You can do what I'm doing and move to your tailbone. Once you're at the tailbone, do not move to your sitting bones. Stay on that tailbone. Pull that navel up and in. It requires a lot of strength. Try and keep your legs straight. You're not bearing any weight on the legs right now, so I'm not worrying about, saying soft knees. I want you to try and keep your legs straight. Turn your palms down. Move from the shoulder. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big breath in. Exhale, move the arms from the shoulders. Inhale, shoulders up, head up. Exhale, look right at your belly. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, try and keep your legs straight. Exhale, reach through your tippy toes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do this 10 times. Exhale, pump, pump, pump. We have 3 more sets. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, last time. Big breath in. Exhale, bend those knees, round through the spine, draw the knees into the chest. Shoulders down, head down, look left, look right. Bring your neck and head back to center. Inhale, nice little stretch. Exhale, one foot to the mat, then the other. Walk the feet away a bit. Tilt the pelvis, imprint your low back. You're aware of your low back, you're aware of your tailbone. Knees are strong, pointed straight up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, lift your chin to your chest, look to your belly, peel yourself up. Once you're on those sitting bones, lengthen, slide the feet away. Round and reach for the wall in front of you. Not for your toes, but for the wall. Inhale, round through those 24 moving vertebrae of the spine. Bring your feet in, scoop out through your belly. This time, only go back as far as you need to. If you feel like if you go back any farther, you'll lose control, your feet will pop up, don't go there. Your feet are meant to stay stuck to the mat. Bring yourself up, square those shoulders, round and reach. Inhale, round back up, plant the feet. Exhale, scoop out. Again, listen to your body. Control, precision of movement. Inhale, bring yourself up. So we work on mobility and strength, but our watchwords are control and precision. Bring your mind, breath, and body together. Take your time, make it all about you. It's like a dance with yourself. 2 full breaths to complete this exercise. And it really does feel like a dance. It feels elegant and graceful and fluid. And I so miss being in the studio, being live live and in person with everyone. But I know when I have had that opportunity to watch you moving through this exercise, it really is quite lovely. And we all look tall and long-limbed as we do this exercise. We really do. This time as we bring it up, really give a nice stretch through the midsection. Exhale, round and reach for the wall in front of you. Pause here. Reach through your fingertips, reach through your toes. Pull that navel up and in. Lift the arms as high as the ears. And as you exhale, give it one more little stretch. And then feel a great heaviness come over the arms. They sink down to your legs, rolling off the legs and onto the mat. They're so heavy. As you inhale, tuck your chin into your chest, round up, drag those heavy arms with you, filling up your lungs. Exhale, roll the shoulders down and away, lace the fingers together. Give yourself a nice stretch. Don't pull through your wrists. You want to feel the stretch in the sternum and in the shoulders, but it's a nice stretch. No discomfort. Shake it out. You're allowed to feel muscle fatigue, but no discomfort. That's not where we're going with this exercise. We don't want to take any chances of putting any stress on our joints or micro tears to soft tissue, to muscle and other soft tissue. Let's bring those feet in. Again, sitting up on your sitting bones. Big breath in. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop it out. So this is our prerequisite for our 3 rolling exercises. Balanced on that tailbone. Little slicing hands out over your knees. Inhale, exhale, push. Inhale, pull, so isometric, and exhale, easy extension. Push, pull, easy extension, easy bend, push, pull.
Scoop out a bit more. Focus on the exhalation portion of the breath. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Last one. Reach forward, find your imaginary rope, pull yourself side to side, work your obliques, work your lats. Where are your lats? Right here. They're kind of to the back. So if this is your coastline, they're just behind. On some people, bodybuilders, it almost looks like a cape when they pose. They kind of pop out. Here we are. We want to walk those feet in a bit. Wrap one hand around one ankle and then the other. Lift one foot and then the other. Toes touch, heels, knees. Actively push your legs toward each other. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Scoop it out. You're balanced on that tailbone. You can feel those muscles engaged. Inhale, pull the heels in a bit more. Exhale, little tip. Inhale, up. If that's too dramatic for you or for your back today, just stay balanced on the tailbone and hold the position. Those of you who are rocking with me, you're going from your tailbone, maybe to your shoulder blades, maybe not that high. Just roll back and then return to the tailbone. One more time. And pause here. Balanced on your tailbone. Exhale, push the toes into the air. Hands to the backs of the thighs. Not on the backs of the kneecaps. When you're ready, straddle the legs, walk the hands up to the calves. Now, if you can hold here or exhale, little tip, inhale up. You're doing your very best to maintain this angle from thigh to torso. You don't want to change that hip joint. You don't want to pull the thighs in and push them away, because then it would just be momentum and counterbalancing upper body weight and lower body weight. So you want it really all about your core. Last one. Bring it on up. Pause here. Balanced on your tailbone. Inhale and exhale. Soles of the feet come together. Heels, balls of the feet and toes. Wrap the hands under and around those ankles. Look to your belly. Maintain that C shape, that scooped out position. Inhale, click your feet together for 3. Exhale, tip, click, click, click. Inhale up. Exhale, tip. Inhale up. Exhale, tip. Inhale up. Exhale, tip. I'm rolling right off the mat, so I'm going to reposition myself. You've got 2 more. Even if you're holding the position, still click the feet. Last one. Bring it on up, click, 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 pause here, press the heels, balls of the feet, toes against each other, lift one hand up, palm to the ceiling, then the other, lift through the shoulders, bend at the elbows, fingers and thumbs touch. As you inhale, give that little tug at the very top of your head, lengthening your spine, bring you up onto your sitting bones, pull your heels in, feet to the mat, butterfly pulse here. Now, if you're not feeling that stretch in your inner thigh, go ahead and bring your heels just a little bit closer. If you need to roll those shoulders back, go right ahead. For some of us, we do a little reflexology when we're in this position, just putting those thumbs right into that instep or that arch. Shoulders are down and away. Don't droop through your body. Neck is long, head is up. Big breath in through your nose. As you exhale, stabilize those knees. Take your nose down toward your toes. Focus on where you're feeling the stretch. Inhale up. Push those feet away a bit. Exhale, chin to the heels. Inhale up. Shake out your legs. Get that blood moving. Shake out those arms. Get that blood moving down to the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes. And then stabilize here, bring it in again. We're going all the way down to the mat once more. So take your time. Feet, knees, shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chin sinks down, round through the spine, deep C shape. Move from your sitting bones to your tailbone. Hold on to the backs of the thighs and slowly go down to your mat. Again, very intentional, very controlled. Once you're down, be sure to turn your thumbs or your palms to the ceiling. Press those shoulder blades in. Little pelvic tilt. Look right. Look left. And pause here. Now in this next exercise, the positioning of our hips is critical as well. So in addition to your upper back, middle back, and low back being stuck to the mat, I also want you to glue your hips, right side and left, to the mat. As you exhale, slide your left leg away, point the toe on the left leg, lift that left leg into the air. So it's about 90 degrees, no bend. I don't want you to try and pull in like this. Try and keep that extended leg straight. You don't have to lock out the joint and stress the joint, but it's a nice long leg. You're tilting your pelvis, imprinting your low back into the mat. Left hip is glued to the mat, right hip is glued to the mat. Right knee pointing straight up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, bring this straight left leg even with the bent right. Now take that leg out and around. Now your right knee does not move, it's immobile. Straight leg even with the bent. Leg goes out, around, back up. Exhale, straight leg even with the bent. Out, around, back up. One more time in this direction. Little pause here as you flex your foot. Point the toe, inhale. Exhale, toes to the nose. Leg goes out, around, and down. Exhale, toes to the nose. Leg goes out, around, and down. Don't forget to keep your neck and head aligned with the rest of the spine. Again, you can do that. You can achieve that fairly consistently if you push your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Last one. Pause here. Flex, point, flex, point. And relax the foot. Inhale, draw this left knee into the chest. Slide the right leg away. Again, your hands rest on the shin, not the kneecap, but the shin of the bent leg. Hang out here for a moment. And as you exhale, extend this left leg into the air. Now this is a double straight leg stretch. This is a really powerful stretch for us. Because we spend so much time seated at computers, desks, seated in cars, we tend to have weak and tight hamstrings. So this is a great little hamstring stretch for the left leg as well as the right. As you exhale, flex the foot on that extended leg. Nice. Relax. Inhale, draw the knee into the chest. Slide that right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left shoulder, back of the left hand pressed into the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, gently pull this left knee over to the right. Now this is a great stretch, especially if you have some challenges in your low back, because in this position, you determine how far you push or pull this left knee. And then you can optimize the stretch. You can move this knee a bit and you can change the stretch from being in your glute to being in the sacral area or being more in the hip. Keep that left shoulder into the mat. Find your place. Pause here. Breathe. And then inhale. Let's open this up. Sole of that left foot to the inner thigh of the right leg. Right hand to the right hip bone. Left hand to that left inner thigh. I want you to add some pressure. Inhale. Now ever so subtly, move the hands in opposition to each other. Can you feel that nice stretch in that inguinal ligament? You can also feel it on the posterior side of the body at the sacroiliac ligament, sacroiliac joint, piriformis muscle. Let's release, return this left foot to the mat, gently rock side to side, just kind of opening up the hip, loosening up that low back, and then pause. find your position once again. Find that place for your left foot, left knee. Tilt the pelvis, glue the hips, press the shoulders in, thumbs up or palms up. Point the toe on the right leg. Inhale, lift that leg into the air. Exhale, straight leg even with the bend. Take that leg out, around, and up. Now that left knee remains immobile. 2 more times in this direction. Little pause here. Flex the foot on your right leg, then point the toe. Inhale. Exhale, toe to the nose. Leg goes out, around, and down. Exhale, toes to the nose. Leg goes out, around, and down. Now hopefully you have enough room. You can see me kind of peeking over to the right, making sure I don't kick anything off the bookshelf. Take your time, tilt your pelvis, imprint your low back, glue those hips to the mat. Left knee keeps you honest. Pause here, flex, point, flex, point. Relax the foot, inhale, bending the knee, draw this right knee into the chest, slide the left leg away, let the hands rest on the shin. As you exhale, extend this right leg into the air, create that double straight leg stretch here. And when you're ready, exhale, flex the foot on the extended leg. So then you feel it also in the Achilles tendon, soleus muscle, gastrocnemius, as well as those 3 big hamstring muscles. Relax your foot, inhale, draw the knee into the chest, slide the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right shoulder sinks down and gets stuck to the mat. Press the back of the right hand into the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, gently pull this right knee over to the left side. Look to your right shoulder. Breathe through the stretch. Optimize the position of the knee. Inhale, open it up. Sole of that right foot to the inner thigh of the left leg. Left hand to your left hip bone. Right hand to that right inner thigh. Big breath in. Exhale, move the hands in opposition to each other. Feel that nice stretch. And then release. Return this right foot to the mat. Gently rock side to side. Stabilize here, slide that left foot in. We're going to do some shoulder bridges, and in Pilates, we're very specific about our outcome goal. Our outcome goal is to strengthen the low back. It's not about an extension of the spine. It's about strengthening those deep stabilizer, those deep core muscles that support our low back. So here we are, feet shoulder width apart, feet parallel to each other, heels out in front of your knees. Inhale, nice little pelvic tilt. You feel that nice little stretch. Strength as you lift the hip bones up. Exhale down. Don't lift too high the first few times. Again, mind, breath, body together, thinking about what you're doing, intellectualizing it. How does it feel for your back today in this moment? So here we go. Nice little tilt, tuck, stretch. Strength as you lift. Strength as you lower, resisting gravity and your own body weight. Now, as those deep core muscles warm up and become a bit more familiar, a bit more efficient at doing this exercise, creating that just right muscle memory, you may be able to lift a little higher. But your goal is to create a straight diagonal line from your shoulder to your knee. In yoga, they use the bridge sometimes as a prerequisite to the wheel or a more advanced exercise. The bridge for us is an end to itself. If you went to a physical therapist with challenges in your low back, this is probably one of the exercises that they would give you. Move in time with your breath. Inhale, tilt, tuck, lift. Exhale and lower. Stay in the moment. Stay focused on what you're doing. Inhale. Now you should be nice and warm. Let's pause here. Let's just breathe through it. As you can see, if you look, you don't have to. If you look, you can see my heels are out in front of my knee joint. My thumbs are up or my palms are to the ceiling. I kind of look toward the camera because I feel like I'm more connected with you when I do that. But you should have your head and neck aligned with the rest of your spine. You're inhaling and exhaling. On your next exhalation breath, slowly lower those hips toward the mat. Once they contact the mat, pelvic tilt, draw one knee into the chest and then the other. As you exhale again, pull your knees toward your shoulders, press the thighs to the belly. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, push your knees to the left and around in a circle. Imagine that your low back is the face of a clock. You must keep that clock face in contact with the mat, but you can put pressure on the outside edge of the clock face. Inhale, draw the knees in again. Exhale, change direction, push the knees to the right and around in a circle. Inhale, bring those knees in. And exhale, pull them close. We're going to do one exercise to increase respiration and heart rate. It will also work your core, but it is designed to increase respiration and heart rate. So let's exhale, lift our chin to our chest. Now in this exercise, our shoulders, our neck, and our head remain where they are right now. Chin is close to the chest, you're looking to the belly. My knees are drawn in. As I inhale, I reach through my arms and legs. Exhale, sweep and hug. Now I'm not moving through my upper back, my neck, or my head. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep and hug. As you become more familiar with the exercise, I want you to move a little bit faster and a little bit faster. You want to move as quickly as you can and yet stay in control for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in, shoulders down, head down. Inhale. Exhale, push your knees to the right, eyes and arms to the left. Inhale, draw those knees back to center. Exhale, push your knees to the left, eyes and arms to the right. Inhale deeply through your nose. As you exhale, just move the upper body to the left, following the knees. Push yourself up onto all fours. Bring the hands beneath those shoulders, knees beneath your hips. As you inhale, tuck your chin into your chest. As you exhale, take your eyes to the ceiling. Let's do that cat and cow once more. Inhale, tuck chin to chest. Exhale, eyes to the ceiling. Inhale to a tabletop, curl the toes under, push yourself up into that down dog. As you inhale, walk the eyes up the length of the legs, right up to the belly. Now, I'm not going to do any of the heel raises or the alternating heel raises. If you need to do that, I want you to go ahead and feel free to do that. But if you're ready, if you're following me, exhale, eyes down the length of your legs to the toes, along the length of the mat, look between the hands. Now, I'm going to walk my hands forward a couple of inches so they're still on the mat. I'm going to walk my feet back just a little bit. Hinge through the hip. Bring yourself to a high plank. Now, in this high plank, your hands should be beneath your shoulders. Your core is nice and strong. Once you find your place, soften your knees, soften your elbows a bit. 2 more big breaths. Neck aligned with your spine. 1 more big breath in. As you exhale, melt the knees to the mat, soften the feet, hinge through the elbows, bring your belly down, your chest down, push the arms away, make little fists with your
with your hands, and then bring the knuckles to the inside of the wrist. Why are we doing this? We're strengthening the muscles around that bony bracelet, that carpal tunnel. As you're doing this, relax through your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips, all the adjacent muscle and other soft tissues. Slide the backs of the hands beneath the forehead and sink down into your mat. As you exhale, feel your body just grow heavy and still. We'll do that for 2 more breaths. This time as you inhale, lift your head up just an inch or 2. Pull the elbows in nice and close. Hands are in front of your shoulders. Do your best to keep your lower body relaxed. Think about from the waist down, your body is heavy. As you inhale, turn your eyes to the wall in front of you. Walk those eyes up the length of the wall to the ceiling. Keep your hip bones in contact with the mat. Exhale back down. Inhale. And exhale. So this is the cobra, and the cobra is all about the extension of the spine. And one of the issues, one of the reasons we, the people of the West, have issues in our low back is because we don't get this extension of the spine often enough. So keep your hip bones pressed into your mat and just begin that ascent, inhaling as you go up and exhaling down. And I know for some of you, it does feel like somebody poured concrete into your low back. And I used to feel like, oh, I'm lifting so high, and I would just be a couple of inches off the floor. We begin there. Pilates is cumulative. It builds one thing on top of the other. You have to be generous with yourself. You have to be patient. And then before you know it, you've changed your relationship with your body. You've changed how you feel. You've eliminated a lot of that pain and discomfort. I have no discs in my lumbar spine. They have all ruptured, all 5 of them. And so my vertebrae kind of just stack on top of each other. I've lost about 3 inches of height as well. But Pilates has just been totally life-changing for me. If you feel like you need to do a couple of more, go right ahead. If you're okay, if you feel warm and loose, let's slide the backs of the hands beneath the forehead. Again, feel your body just sink into your mat. Let's bring those feet together. Let your toes touch, your heels touch. Bend your knees, cross the ankles, recross the ankles. Actively engage those core belly muscles and think about the muscles of the arms, the chest, the shoulders. You do not need to be looking at your screen. The only reason I'm lifting my head up is so that you can hear me. But you should have your forehead resting on the backs of your hands. If you're ready, let's slide those hands beneath the shoulders. Elbows are up off the mat, pointing to the wall behind you. Remember, you're engaging your core. You're thinking about the muscles of the arms, chest, shoulders. Inhale, push yourself up. Position those hands beneath the shoulders. Pull the heels in. You've created a straight diagonal line from your knees to your shoulders. You're not on your kneecaps pushing your backside out. You're right here, straight diagonal line. Hinge through the elbow. That's the only active movement. Focus on that breath. Recross those ankles right about now. If your wrists or your back need a break, you take it. Listen to your body. Pause here. Pull the heels in a bit. Neck aligned with the spine. Big breath in. Exhale, release the feet, push back through your hips, one knee under the body, then the other. Sink the hips to the heels. Slide one arm away, far away, bend that elbow. Slide the other arm away, bend the elbow. Drop your head through your arms, look toward your kneecaps. Inhale deeply through your nose. As you exhale, slide your hands down to your toes. As you inhale, tuck your chin into your chest. Begin to round up. Drag the arms with you, rounding through your low back, middle back, shoulders, neck, head. Inhale, lift those shoulders up. Exhale, roll your shoulders down and away. Move to a seated position. Extend those legs out to the sides. I'll scoot a little closer. Hands are out in front. Walk them away a bit. Turn your fingers to point at each other. Little pulse here. Pause. Sink the upper body a little lower. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, round through your spine. Walk your hands into your body. Big breath in. Extend the arms. Windmill over. Soft your baby toe. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, soft that baby toe to the other side. Inhale, rise up. Square your shoulders. Exhale, soft. 2, 3. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, and soft. Big breath in, bring both arms up and overhead. Grasp a forearm, give a gentle tug, stretch through the axilla area, down the coastline. Other side. Inhale, reach those arms up, give them a little shake, shake out those legs too. Bend at your knees, cross at your ankles, recross those ankles. Sit up on those sitting bones. Palms to the ceiling. Perhaps make a spiral in the center of each palm. That'll be your focal point. Lengthen, big breath in, fill up the lungs. Exhale, shoulders are down and away. Let's do that 3 more times. This time, as you exhale, allow your eyelids to just kind of flutter open. Look straight ahead. Find a point on the wall or maybe a point on the floor. Stay there. And then think an affirming thought about yourself, about who you are, your authentic self. And then take that great big breath in. Allow your eyes to follow your hands up, filling up those lungs. Exhale, push through your forearms, bring those arms down. Once more, great big breath in, reach, stretch. Exhale, push. Bring your hands to your heart center. Let your chin sink down to your chest. 2 breaths right here just for you. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Nice job. Thank you so much for joining me on this comfortable yet bright autumn day. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.